All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing. Set, ready. 60 out low. 51. I got you, son. I got you, sure. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check, check, check. Shift. Watch the safety creep. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Get that quarterback at all costs.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Rush in.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 43. Check. 25. Check 25. Screen. No.
On 2nd down, it's Mack, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
On the double. Mike 51. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that roll. D-line, get that quarterback. Check 4. Over.
From the shotgun, it's Bissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and 2, Watson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard. Line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 61. 51, come on. Yeah. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
First down, Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check.
It's Jordan Wilkins here, 2nd-year man from Ole Miss. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
I see you.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun, Brissett. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pick. Catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And the Texans first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. Texans football to start quarter two as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Where's that? Like 88! Mike 58, right there. Come on, come on, come on. Wide, get wide. Like 59! And let's go!
Now a first down throw, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Watch the twist.
On first down, it's Wilkins looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that house. Zoom.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, let's go. It's time to come That's it. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Carter. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Texans first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans 7, Colts 0. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Carter. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 24! 58,
Throwing again, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
In your face. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check 52. Whip.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun, going deep for Hopkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 21-yard line.
Get set. 3T. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Motion. And we're going 37.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Set. 18. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Switch it. Larry. Switch it. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Joker, 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 Joker. Hot 55 is my guy, 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here's Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got one. He's coming. We got double up. Hey. Check 50, check 50. Shoot.
On the carry, it's Wilkins.
Run, go.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's get it.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Solo out there. Check the outs out there. 3 down. Go. That's mine. I got him. 2 seconds.
Here's Brissett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and now it's 3rd down.
Because it's 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check right. Watch 55. I got one. Check 55.
Now Brissett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Turner. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson running right. Able to slither by. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you.
check 9, check 9. Check.
51's the mic, boy, 51. Crunch time, defense.
Brissett sets to throw it. Funches has it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here we go. Flag. 61. Let's box. Right.
Let's go. Calm the crouch.
Silver. On the ball. Check. Crunch. Heel. Crunch. Hatchet. Tight up.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Shoot. Hey, alert 3.
Check nickel. Check safety.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, set. 15 on it. Record. Check. 81. Check. Yep.
Watch the motion.
Tighten up.
Kill.
Check 99. Check. Fresno. Slam.
On second down now, it's Wilkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Let's go, D. 55's my guy, 55. Get ready.
Brissett now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down.
Watch the back. Watch the back. Here we go. Motion. 58, boy. 58.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Three down. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58 is a mic.
To throw is Watson. Throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37.
A gain of 16 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Good set. Like 88. 37. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's got Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A shotgun snap for Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. first down, a run with Hyde. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
What's that? 19! Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 24! Spons! No!
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And they give this time to the tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
58 to Mike, 58.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kahale Waring, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 57's the mark.
Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Brissett now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10.
Switch gears. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jam it. Jam it. Jam, jam. Switch. Oh, try.
Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. On second down, it's Mack, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
I got you. Mike, 55. Check.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is it. 19.
On first down, Hyde. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike, 58, right there. Right. Alert. Rush in.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they will take a knee here. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Texans, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.